Welcome to our program on Kardec Radio.
Hello, dear friends, and welcome to Kardec Radio, where we are always nourishing our souls. I am Correa, and we are delighted to be here with you once again live in order to study the constitution of our souls. If we are wondering, dear friends, what the constitution of our souls might be referring to, what we are referring to is the Spirit's book. Yes, because with the help of the higher minds working with Master Jesus, Allan Kardec codified the universal laws that shall guide us not only now but for immortality. And if we are wondering, why study the divine laws? Because all of us wish to progress, and all of us wish to achieve higher levels of well-being. And how shall we achieve such goals? By further and more closely aligning ourselves with the immutable laws created by God. So this is why we devote this half hour to the study of the constitution of our souls, right? Dear Veronica, welcome to the Kardec Radio platforms. Welcome to everyone. Let us feel the blessed presence of the beautiful mentors who have prepared this time for us so lovingly, not only for us to receive the food that nourishes our souls, but also for us to be of service for the vibrations we produce collectively, we co-create collectively, can and shall be used by the mentors on behalf of those who are experiencing great suffering. Also, as we educate ourselves under the scarlet spirits who have affinity with us or who wish to learn, certainly have joined us. So welcome, beloved friends. Let us today then together read in both rounds question 890. What we shall do is read the question, read the answer provided by the illuminated spirits, bring a couple highlights, do a therapeutic question on or exercise, and then close our study session. Shall we begin, dear friends? Let us then begin by reading question 890 from the third part of the Spirit's book. Let us open the book and go from there. One moment. All right. The question we shall read tonight refers to motherly and filial love. In question 890, dear friends, Kardec asks, is motherly love a virtue or an instinctive feeling common to both humans and animals? Is this a question that you and I have ever wondered upon? Very likely, because we observe in nature mothers in the animal kingdom caring for their offsprings. But we know that mothers in the human kingdom establish even greater connections amongst their beloved ones, their offsprings. Let us then read the answer from the illuminated spirits. It is both. Nature has endowed the mother with love of her children to ensure their survival. But among animals, this affection is limited to the material needs of her offsprings, ceasing when no longer required. Amongst humans, this love persists throughout life and includes a type of devotion and a selflessness that raises it to the category of a true virtue. It even survives death itself, accompanying the child from beyond the grave. You can clearly see that this sort of love encompasses much more than the affection amongst animals. So it's beautiful to see that in the human kingdom, we are differentiated from animals because we can use the power of developed sentiments illuminated by the light of reasoning in order to express love. And love, according to Master Jesus, is our ultimate learning experience on the earth. And motherly love, as exemplified by the beloved Mother Mary, is one of the purest forms of love on the earth. Yes, indeed. So much so that, for instance, Chico Xavier's mother followed his footsteps even after this carnation. André Luiz's mother in the book Nosso Lar shows us that her devotion to him as a spirit, even outside of the role of a son, shall go on for eternity. We know, however, that our children do not belong to us. We know that we are divine tutors and that God has entrusted their children to us so that we may guide them to spiritual progress. So it is beautiful how bloodly ties or the ties of affection of the spirit, when we are placed in the role of mothers, is the most sacred mission on the earth because God entrusts us with another life, another child of His for us to guide and support. So, as mothers, it is truly important for us to remind ourselves, as it is stated in the Gospel according to Spiritism, chapter 14, item 9, that our number one goal is to guide the children entrusted to us towards God. So as they go about their day, we remind them it is God that wishes you to be here. And you are here, little one, to love others, to love yourself, and to serve God. So, what are we going to do, little one, to serve God today? And children tend to be very attached to their parents. So, we say to them that their ultimate parent is God, that even when their mothers are not there physically, God shall be there. So Spiritism teaches us that motherhood is sacred, but sacred beyond the ties of possession. It is sacred because mothers are mediums of God, the bridge that is meant by God to guide children towards His love. And this goes for all educators, aunts, uncles that have connection to children's spirits in the childhood phase in their lives. So exercise, therapeutic exercise for us, beloved friends. Let us now practice in the next 24 hours, lovingly reminding a child within our circle of influence that they are children of God and that they are on earth to serve and help God. So let us remind a child in our circle that God, God is here, God, God is everywhere, and God is recruiting you and I, all of us, to be bridges of love, guiding children towards God. This is the exercise for us. This evening, dear friends, we are being recruited to be the bridge, the mediums through which children will be reminded that they are, first and foremost, the result heirs of God. Thank you, dear friends. It is always an honor to share the studies together here in these platforms. Let us keep feeling these blessings as we continue nourishing our souls here on Kardec Radio. We'll see you next time. Thank you, dear friends. Bye for now.